Yo, live and direct, the locker room. We got the next generation in here. We talking relationships, boo, trick or treat. Who is your boo? What your boo look like? We having fun on this Halloween, man. We don't really celebrate the holiday. We bringing Christ into it the right way, God into it. But you hear more another edition of the locker room, y'all.
Absolutely.
How y'all feeling, my young generation, next generation?
Yeah. All sexy.
It's a blessing. Well, we're gonna have this relationship talk. Elmer Fisher, talk to him.
I think that this is big. I mean, we just gonna throw it all out there and just have a good, courageous conversations. Let's see why it's so hard to find that boo, or when I got that boo, what does it take to keep that boo?
Say, but let me shout out the world renowned Taylor Q.
Taylor Q in the house.
Thank
Taylor
you.
Q keep grinding. We still building.
That's what we do.
How we feeling, Mac? Talk to the world
We're
real
good,
quick.
baby. We finna just see what it's all about, man. We're talking about this next generation and just see where they mind it.
Because you always talk about us OGs falling back.
Yeah.
Let the next ones get to it.
Right.
Let's hear them, support them, and inspire them to be great.
But listen, this is a percentage, okay? This not all youngsters think like this and talk like this. So we're gonna put them in a percentage, okay? We want them all to be a large percentage, but this is a very small, man. So we're gonna see where they at and see how they doing, and we're gonna see what they talking about.
So we're gonna take questions too. We're gonna get back there. We're gonna take questions. Having hard conversations like you like to have. Let's have some real
Conversations, right?
What's the time? Say that.
Courageous.
I'm ready.
Well,
Conversation.
we out the way. It's y'all
So,
show.
one other thing that we definitely want to put out there is they are on Jag Juice. So as the show gets a little deeper, please forgive them for what they may say.
Can we get it?
But y'all don't really know what y'all drinking. Where'd you go to school?
Hold
girl?
on. What is this?
No, high school.
Oh, Pflugerville.
Oh, you ain't ready for the Jag Juice. We're gonna give you one more.
Oh, no, it's
You
Jag.
got your liver after Jag Juice.
That's the
Send
audio.
your
That's
questions.
like a.
We got a great panel, very intelligent. It's their show, locker room. We so glad to have y'all. Y'all got me excited.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
us
y'all.
here.
Thank y'all.
It's y'all show.
This y'all show. We just happy to be here.
Read up.
Hey, so you get to the first question of how you want it. Let's stage it. It's your show, Fish.
So, very first question that's out there to you, young and thriving adults that are upcoming. One of the challenges that I see today, and just a question is one, why is it hard to have face-to-face communication today with somebody that you like versus everything being text instead of being face-to-face like us old schoolers?
I feel like, for one, because social media plays a big part in that. And I feel like now it's so much access. You have so much access, like these dating sites and all that. And people who are not comfortable with talking and who are not, who don't have a lot of people skills, they are more comfortable with going on these dating sites.
Want your drink? You plan on drinking?
I plan on my drink right there.
Come on in. Like this your show. So
Okay. Let me get my drink.
We don't hype nobody up.
All right,
so
let
we
me
can't
get the
put
girl.
You fix it.
Let me get the
Right.
girl. Yeah, let me. My bad, y'all.
So
Let me get the girls on there.
Girl power.
Yeah.
So the backup question to that, Coy, is you said the dating sites and the social media plays a big part. So how is it that you're able to find a person that you may be very interested in? Because what you're telling me is the social media piece.
Yeah.
We've got to collaborate through social media.
Yeah.
But then once we physically get to see each other and talk to each other, doesn't it make it for a longer transition?
do y'all believe in like, I don't want to say love at first sight, but like just having a real energy connection with somebody? Y'all could be talking all day, chopping it up, cool. But when y'all meet in person, you be like, he ain't what I really thought he was. Or then you do be like,
That's real.
that's what I'm looking for. Like, you know, so it's just like,
That's real.
it's just like, you know, you can chop it up with somebody all day, but it is definitely a difference when you are meeting them face to face and getting a real conversation, really getting to know that person. Just being in front of them, seeing how they are, their personality, how they really just talk to you. Because I can tell a lot by the way somebody talks. And if you start doing too much of this, it's just this. Like, so, yeah.
So, Kev, am I on? Are we good? Can you hear me? So let's get to it. Let everybody feel y'all. Who's single? Who's in a relationship? Let them know so they understand what perspective you're speaking from. So let's talk about it. Who's claiming somebody who ain't claimed? So introduce yourself to the world. First of all, names, where you went to school, boom, boom. Let's go. Get busy. It's y'all show. Have fun.
All right.
Start with the man in the middle, dog. I want to hear from you, man. Let's go. You've been quiet. Talk
Big-
to the
Hey
world.
man, I was
Big
just
B.
listening so far. But Brandon Fisher went to Manor High School, class of 2016.
That's on me. Marcel Washington, realtor, by the way. Texas A&M University. I'm throwing out there. Class of
Period.
2020. Happy to be here.
Carla Zachary, born and raised in Elgin, and class of 2015, and I'm an office and HR manager. Period.
Milena Williams, Pflugerville high school basketball coach, high school teacher. Class of 2017, went to North Texas with my boy Brandon. That's about
Okay,
it.
dang, 2017. You know, it's your girl, Corey.
Oh my god.
Nah, what's going on? It's Koya, 26, class
Big
of
Koi, not the little
Big
one.
Koi, not tell him again, not the
Big
little
Koi,
one.
not the little one.
You know, class of 2015, graduated from Manor, went to Blinn College, but I ended up pursuing cosmetology. Now I'm a business owner, entrepreneur. Been doing that for 5-6 years, so I'm loving it.
Say, man, let's shout out Black Excellence. Everybody watching, share, and like the locker room. Send them hearts up for our young generation that's doing it big, man. We love them. We love them. We proud of you. So let's talk about boos. Who got a boo and who don't have a boo? Let's get to it.
I got a boo. for
I got a
sure.
man.
You better claim them on camera.
It's my lady over
That's
there
my
on the end.
baby. That's my baby right there.
Nah, yeah, I got a man.
Say it like that.
I got a
I'm a single
man.
woman. I'm a single woman.
I said, you
Marcel,
claim
you
anybody?
claiming
I'm
anybody?
single.
Oh,
I'm single.
Marcel, why you gotta look like that?
I'm
So
single.
my question, as an older man, what is the dating scene like for y'all at this age?
Horrible.
At my age, we acted a fool. We beach party, we freaked it, we
Freaknik.
Freaknik.
I heard.
I feel like it's not none of that no more. Like, so it's just like
Horrible.
the
Yeah, it's
dating
not,
scene is just really dry.
like you said. I mean, it's not a lot of big time events.
Like
to show
y'all
up
used to. Nowadays, people want to show up and shoot. You
Y'all
know,
put the guns down though. That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing, man.
That's real.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
for
COVID,
sure.
I think COVID
That's
messed up a
a
lot of
good
stuff
point.
too, like socially,
Same.
and then people like don't have the same. What is the word I'm looking for? People don't have the same
Social skills?
Social skills, like IPC skills are gone. So it's like the dating scene is just horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
yeah, it's not. I don't want to say horrible, but again, I just want to touch back on social media because I feel like it's so much access to where people can cheat nowadays, and it's multiple ways of cheating now. You know what I'm saying? Or messing around on somebody. It ain't just, oh, I could pull up on you and I could be sneaky and that's that, and my girl ain't gonna know or my boy ain't gonna know. Now it's like you got social media, people like put it out there now, like, oh, you cheating, I'm post screenshots, like, you know, and Now you got the girls coming out the woodwork or the boys that you didn't know about coming out the woodworks and
So with social media, it's and like I tell my children, it's so many imposters on there. Like it's
a lot.
fake.
Them catfish.
You understand?
You gotta be careful with them catfish.
You can't take that for business, bro. You understand? Like, it's crazy.
yeah.
So when you see social
been
media,
catfished.
and
I ain't
y'all-
never
and
been
y'all
catfished.
dating
You
on
gotta be
social
careful,
media,
boy.
how do you find the substance on social media? Where's the substance at when we talk social media? How do you find that?
You can't really find substance until you like have
Talk to
a in person.
That's what I want y'all to say.
Yeah,
And
like,
yeah, you gotta
can't-
be in person. How you gonna know if you really like that person if
People are like a whole like they are not who they say they are over even in person too. Like a lot of it's a facade, and
a
people
pair
are
of
trying
lips
to be
can say anything.
people are trying to be people that they're not, and I feel like that's kind of like the common issue that I find in me and my single friends. So that's the biggest thing.
I mean, I feel like when you're on social media, you say whatever you want, whatever they want to hear to get whatever you want. So even when you see them in person, if you still faking the funk, you're going to fake the funk in person because you still ain't quite got what you want yet.
But it's up to that person to catch if they faking the funk or not, because you could tell if somebody faking the funk.
Not all the
Sometimes
time.
you can't tell.
Yeah.
Some people been doing it for a long time. They professionals.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I just say a pair of lips could say anything. But that
Them
action,
actions speak louder than words.
they speak way louder than when you can literally tell. I'm telling you.
Go flag.
They said go ahead and say that
That's
again.
a
Yeah,
flag.
Say that one more time.
Again.
I'm telling you, a pair of lips could say anything, but the action's gonna always speak. Whether you catch it that day or the next week, they're gonna break character. People, it's fake. It's a character. They're trying to keep up a facade. That's all that is.
So I got one question. So back when I was dating,
Yeah.
What
be mad.
year? What year?
no, man,
No.
I don't even want to put you out there like that. So I've been noticing, man. We're a little older than y'all, so this is what I'm saying. This cheating thing. It was easy for us to do it back then.
No, wait a minute.
I'm gonna tell y'all why. Y'all gotta
Yes,
drop
it
your
was.
location.
It was.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
for
It was
sure.
easier for them back
For sure.
then.
Drop your location.
Y'all had pages.
No, that still didn't do nothing. When you drop
Exactly.
your
That
location,
wasn't
is
nothing.
where you at.
That's where you at.
The
That
daytime is
GPS.
where you at. See, I didn't have no drop your location.
Or
So,
camera phone.
or camera phone or nothing. So I could be over
No
here.
FaceTime.
over there.
Exactly.
Nothing.
What I just
Nothing.
said, y'all can pull up and
So when
go.
y'all get to your boyfriend, drop your location, homeboy. You lying? Where you at?
I don't
Right?
do that.
You don't
I
like
do
that?
that.
You don't like that?
I
So you trying to go with the trust?
I go with the trust.
Okay.
He
No,
better.
you don't have your man's
the-
location.
But it's just like
I do.
you got the option.
We got each
Yeah,
other's.
but that's
Yeah,
he's
okay.
saying that now he got the option to do that, but back then he ain't really got to do all that.
Right,
You
exactly.
didn't have to, yeah.
So I think the drop the location to me is somebody securing their feelings in their heart. Can y'all agree with that?
That's a good
But I
way to
feel
look
like it shouldn't be.
I feel like
I feel like it shouldn't be.
I feel like I don't have to do
Because-
all that. I really
Excellent.
I feel like you shouldn't be because my dad always told me if I gotta watch you, I don't need you.
thank you.
That's a flag.
Say that again. That's
If I gotta watch you, I
Say that
don't need
again.
you.
She talking a big one tonight.
Yeah,
If I gotta watch you, if I gotta go through your phone,
I don't need it.
I don't
I'm
need
using
it.
it for safety. I'm making sure you made it where you said you was
Can I ask you
going.
who told you that?
My dad.
Ooh, throw a flag on daddy. You love them daddies.
gonna throw a
daddy.
We
flag?
love my daddy.
Well,
Raise your baby
I
daddy.
agree with that. Like that's real. Like going through the phones, because I know a lot of girls do that, but them boys do it too.
They do.
Because I've had a couple go on through my little phone.
I don't say. I don't think it's, for me at least, it's never really been a big thing for the whole location situation. I mean, if you want it, then you want it. You know, I'll share it with you. But it's not a big thing. Just something about trusting somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know, if you gotta take it to that level to where you don't have that trust, then hey, use that. If not, just trust each other and go on about your relationship. Sometimes.
But I'm
Go
on
ahead.
your mindset, and I want you to keep talking. Why deal with somebody if you don't have that trust?
That's a good point. I mean, sometimes that's that that little trial and error period where you may have to go through those rough ridges. You know, you may have to go through that to find out. You know, do you really trust that person, or is this person somebody that I kind of got to back off with?
But why would you feel like that though? If you really mess with that person, or you feel like you gotta back off of them? Because I feel like when that come in, I feel like you're bringing some of your old insecurities from your relationship.
True. Some people do.
Into
Some people do that though. Some people bring a lot of their old insecurities.
Then that means you're
into
not
this.
really healed. That means that
But
you should not.
no one's really all the way healed though. So like you can't
And that's
stop yourself.
understandable.
Yeah, you can't stop yourself from dating. Like
Yes.
I'm not healed. I'm freshly out of a relationship. I'm not healed at all. But I don't stop myself from trying to put myself out there, or not believing in love, or not believing that there's a good person. I believe there's great men.
But you
There's-
have.
yeah, no, I'm saying like my dad. My dad is a
Please
great
say
man.
that.
So I believe that there's men still like my father. So.
Because I think you feel like I know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
I feel
But
like
you
know
gotta
what I'm
keep. You
saying.
have to keep working on that though.
Yeah, like I feel what you're saying, because let me tell you, I've been hurt, but that ain't never stopped me from believing in being in love. But I say all that to say, I have worked on myself enough to know when I'm not gonna let that person play with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you're like constantly evolving as a person. I know I
Of
am.
course.
So it's like I'm never gonna be 100% healed, because I'm gonna constantly go through these cycles of life. So I'm not gonna stop like trying to find somebody, or trying to like put myself out there just because I'm like, because right now I'm pretty messed up about my situation. But
Yeah.
I'm like trying to like find my way.
But I say that to say, would you get into a relationship knowing all the stuff that you know right now that you just said about yourself? You pretty messed up, you this, but you don't want to stop that from finding you love. But why would you get into another relationship with somebody and you still feeling like that?
I wouldn't get in a
anything?
relationship. I'm not gonna stop for myself from dating. I'm dating.
Dating in a relationship, two different
It's
things.
two different
Okay, it's two
Yeah.
different
I'm
things. It's
open
two
to-
different things.
I'm
That's
open
true.
to dating people. I'm like putting myself back out there, like one foot in, one toe
So let's
in.
say talking,
But
because dating is,
no, dating, because dating is courting.
I like talking.
Dating, because like I'm okay with dating somebody, but that doesn't mean we have to get a commitment out of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like we just kind
I
of
feel
talking,
you.
and then I'm trying to figure out what exactly my type is at this point, or like what I want out of
Okay.
somebody. So
I feel
dating
you.
someone.
I'm talking too much over here.
No,
God.
I just had I wanted to hear.
What's in this?
No, we got a question.
Now we got a question.
I got a question.
Hold on, we got the ghetto news report.
Okay, right now, coming from Keisha Kitchen Jones, what does a good date look like?
Ooh, that's a good question.
And I want to add to that, y'all young ladies, this might kind of throw y'all off a little bit. What does $40 mean to y'all?
Let me say this, because
I'm
it's
actually
really
interested to hear
it's
this.
not all about, to me, and I'm speaking honestly, because I've dealt with dudes who did not have it like that, and y'all know Jay,
Ooh, name drop.
the first, that was my first love, and Brandon no, but he did not have it like that, and I did not mind. So whatever he did for me, whether it was we go painting, a picnic, just the little stuff, that meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to do it because you don't got it.
Yeah.
But when he did start having it, he did more. So it's just like, you gotta
Meet them where they at.
Meet them where
So
they
there's a
at.
list going around.
Thank you,
on
Melina, because
Facebook.
I was about to
There's
bring
a-
it
What
up.
list?
I was
There's a
about
list
to
going
bring it
around
up.
that says- I knew you
Certain
would
places
too.
you can't go.
And I reposted it. That's why I'm bringing it up.
So these ladies,
Can I see
They
it?
made
these
a
ladies
list.
You
made a
haven't seen that
list.
list?
And it
I
says
have
where you're
not.
not allowed to take them
Whoa.
on the first date, and it's like all these places that I love.
Yeah.
Why? 'Cause
Cheesecake
half the-
Factory.
I don't understand, because half these girls be broke.
It got that too.
That's a flag.
Red or yellow?
Is that red or
These
yellow?
girls be broke.
That's true. I can't relate, but that's true.
Half the girls be
So
broke.
to finish my thought, what I was gonna say was there's a list going around, and it's what is it, the places
Jesus.
I didn't.
Places you can't go. It's like
The
Cheesecake
places that you can't take
But
a
cheesecake
girl
on
her
the first date.
Cheesecake
Yeah,
Factory
it's
is
like
expensive.
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
It's a lot of good places, and
Chili's.
people,
Cheesecake
young adults that
Factory,
are our
Chili's.
age- yeah, Chili's,
Sporting events.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's
Arcades,
there's a lot of
bowling.
places
Yeah.
on
They're just
that
too
list.
bougie.
And like people, young adults our age, we're still like growing and like we're not
Yeah.
making a whole bunch of money.
Money.
So it's like those places are okay with me, and $40 is enough. Like some of my best experiences with somebody have been for free. So money
Say that
is not
again.
yeah, money
Say
is
that
not an
again.
object.
It's not an object.
Yeah, it really
Can
is.
I ask a question real quick for the ladies? So I feel like now in the newer age ladies, they're expecting a lot of the gentlemen to be dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the first date. So what y'all think about that?
Let me tell you something. You gonna do that? I just say this. I don't expect any man to do that for me. I don't. I just expect you to respect me and treat me good. That's it.
We appreciate a good woman like that.
I will also
And
say
if-
that as a man too, I would not do that because women, not me, but women are gonna think you very green, and they're gonna take advantage of that, and they're gonna expect
But
that
that's
every
some
time.
women. But some
Not- yeah.
men
No, for sure.
know how to
Yeah.
stump down on a woman like that. Though.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's women out there that will take advantage of that. Be like, oh, okay, he will do it. So now they're gonna test your limits, and they're not for you.
Yeah.
But like, they will test it, just like men will, like vice versa. Not every man.
Yeah.
There's good men out there, and there's good women out there.
I feel that.
So do y'all feel some of that is stemming from social media, what y'all are seeing or
think-
these-
It's
100%.
I think a lot of people are trying to base real life situations
Of celebrities.
off of
As
celebrities.
celebrity relationships, and they're not being realistic. They're not having realistic like
They're just not being real with
Perspective.
themselves.
perspectives. Like they're not having that when it comes to a relationship. Like Brandon just said, do y'all expect a man to drop thousands of dollars on y'all? No. I don't even make that much. I can't even give that back. So I can give you a hug. But that's about it. Like, thank you, you know what I'm saying? But like other than that, nah, like right now I'm not in that space. So you should want to be on the same you should want to be
Exactly.
synced with somebody.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word.
Yes.
Yeah, good
In
word.
sync. You should want to be in sync with someone.
And I think women gotta like take a step back and look at what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
Because if you're not bringing what he bringing,
And if you
why does he
bringing
need to go
5
do
kids to the
all of
table
this
at
stuff
the
for
same
you?
time,
You not doing your part. What are you bringing to
Yeah.
the table to show that you worth him going to do all this stuff for you? Take you to all these fancy
My
places.
baby talking a big one tonight. Bro.
I feel that though, and I feel like in this generation, a lot of women, not saying a lot of men don't, but a lot of women come with kids, and it's not a bad thing to come with kids. But I hear a lot of men in my generation saying they don't want to deal with a woman with a lot of kids, and I want to know really why, because I feel like in this generation, the women will put up with taking a man and his kids and what he come with. So I just want to know, like, how y'all feel with that.
I feel like
When a woman is
Sam, go
bringing,
ahead.
I want to say 3 to 5 kids to the table. 'Cause
Ooh.
a lot of women in our generation don't just have 1 or 2 anymore.
That's true.
Well, right off the rip, three to coming into a 3 to
I'm
5.
serious.
That's a lot
I'm
of kids.
serious.
What age though?
Our age, like
They be our
Yeah.
age or
we
younger.
got friends
I'm
with
telling
kids, like
you.
3 kids. I got friends with 3 kids. Yeah.
I'm
I
telling
just
you.
feel like as a man coming into a relationship with a woman who has 3 to 5 kids.
Don't speak for yourself.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
speak for
I'm
yourself. I
I'm
do
just
wanna hear
saying,
what you
it's
gotta
like
say.
one, if you're a good guy, you're obviously gonna want to one take care of your woman, and 2, if you want to take care of your woman, you want to be able to take care of her babies as well.
Yeah. Package deal.
So, for the most part, a man's mindset is based off of, how successful he is, where he is in life, and how he gonna take care of his family, right? So if he's not able to take care of all y'all at once, it's gonna be a tough time for him to put his all into that woman with
Yeah.
all her kids.
Yeah.
That's just my input on it.
But just honesty too. If you know that she has children already, it's just like, why even pursue her? Why even waste her time?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you know that you
But ladies,
know,
be upfront with it.
Yeah.
Don't wait till
But men do too. Y'all be okay. Let me not say y'all. Men, they They be living double lives too.
Of course, I think we
They'll
all
be
do.
chopping it up with a woman
So-
or a young lady, and she won't know he have kids at all.
Or the right number.
And the baby mama come
I
along.
can't speak to
I
that.
got a question.
But
for
yeah.
I can't speak to
But
that.
no,
I ain't got no kids. So.
Flag it up.
I got a question for the ladies.
Yes, sir.
Y'all young ladies, y'all got education, y'all got college education. What's more attractive to you and y'all generation right now? Is it the guy that works hard every day and gets up and goes to work? He don't probably make a lot of money, or is it the dude that fronts or shows he has a lot of money? He throws it around a lot. Which one is more attractive to you, ladies?
The one without the money.
You gotta go. You gotta get up and work.
You gotta get up and go. Yeah, you gotta get up.
Gotta
and,
get up.
You gotta get up and work. Scamming, street money, fast money, all that type of money is money that could go as quick as you make it. So, I'd rather have a man with a working, honest living. Like
you cool with a 9 to 5 man.
I'm cool with a 9 to 5, and I'm cool with me making more than my man. Like, I'm cool with that as long as he cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to ever feel like, oh, just because I'm making more than him, he got to feel less than
It's
me.
equal,
Nah,
okay.
it's equal, you know, but I still want you to handle these bills.
For the guys.
Yes, sir.
I still want you to handle these bills.
For the guys, a female that turns up every weekend, or a
Ooh.
woman that's on
Dude.
Section 8.
Oh, whoa. wait, answer that question again. A woman who turn up every weekend or a woman on Section 8?
Wait a flag.
They
Wait
do
a flag.
the woman on Section 8 gonna do the turning up too. So
But what kind of question is that in comparison to what they got?
So the woman that's turning up every weekend.
Did she got her stuff together though?
No,
Like,
so
I didn't say that.
that's what I was gonna say. I
Y'all
was
have
gonna
to
say.
go in and do that.
you gotta.
I feel like
and don't let it go over your head.
it's tough. It depends on how you look at the situation. The woman, in my opinion, the woman that's turning up every weekend, she obviously got some type of money to spend.
that's what I'm
Let me tell you.
So I mean,
but the brokers be out too.
that's true. They be using
Not
other people.
they spending
I
their
don't know. I feel like that was a loaded
spending
question.
their baby.
That was a loaded
It
question.
depends.
No, it's
It
not
really
loaded.
depends.
It's really not hard to answer. Like he literally asked. I feel like y'all just letting it go over y'all head a little bit.
Explain it to him. Break it down for
Please
him.
break it down.
Section 8 versus turning up at the club every
Section
weekend.
8
Okay.
versus turning up at the club every week.
Okay.
Break it down. I'm listening.
Now, or the not girl.
You can turn a hot girl to a hot girl.
Or are you willing to find out?
Out what
I'm
she
willing to
is.
find.
Like,
I'm willing
thank
to find
you.
out.
Are
Yeah,
you?
she-
Are you want to get
Yeah.
to know her? Because I feel like y'all are trying to judge based off what he said. He said rather than a girl that's going out every weekend. That's I feel like basically, Brandon, you had already threw your answer out there.
I
You
did.
like
Respectfully.
nah. You can't judge like that.
No, you right. You can't
You
judge a book
cannot.
by a
You
cup.
cannot. What if her going out is going to brunch with her friends?
He said the club.
It club.
It just
It
depends
don't
if she got her
matter.
stuff together. Like
It-
if she going out,
yes.
if she going out
Thank
every weekend,
you.
That's what
And
I said. If she
well,
got her stuff together,
what
then
I'm
I'm
saying
taking
is-
her.
It's also
Like,
some broke.
the month of
too.
October is.
But who are you? Thank you.
Who do you pick?
I'm not. I'm not
you
choosing. I ain't
choosing?
choosing the girl that's dancing on the bar.
Why? Why?
Why?
She a little too. She a little too
Fuck,
lit
I
for
done
me.
got on the bar before.
I'm saying it depends on if they got their stuff together because, like, for me, the whole month of October, my birthday was October 21st. I was lit all month.
On February
But-
21st.
There you go. Okay, so I mean, I got my stuff
Two-
together though. I,
two
you know, I have a
whole
job. I
separate
have a place, my own place, my car. You know, I'm a semester away from my master's degree. Like, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, so I
Talking
can
big,
deserve
Nina.
to do what I want to do.
Talk your
Come
big.
on.
So
You
yeah, I do
deserve
the
to
club.
turn up, but you deserve to turn up.
Oh, I
When you
absolutely
working hard
do.
like that,
I absolutely
you
do.
deserve it.
Exactly.
The thing is, and I'm gonna be honest, at our age, the one that was dancing on the table, we were looking at her for one night. We wasn't
Of
looking
course.
serious at
No,
that
for
time.
sure.
I have to be honest with you.
Thank
about
you.
But
it.
that's
Yeah.
not
Sure, I
every
know.
man's
No, that's not every man.
But I feel like that's
majority.
I feel like that's projected onto you
That's where I
because
was
just
going.
because I'm on the I mean I'm not on the table dancing, but I'm saying I'm saying just because I'm on the table dancing, that don't mean that I'm anything less of a wife.
But now you gotta understand, I came from a generation
Of course, yeah.
beach parties, Freakniks.
Y'all came from Freaknik.
Where they got on the cars, and when we seen them get on the cars, it was like cameras coming out. It's showtime.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm not? Boy, if I could pull out some pictures, y'all would laugh. But,
Oh my God, I'm screaming.
What's up, Pop? What's up,
So,
Pop?
so I want to go to Melina. So,
Okay.
the question that what you just spoke, you said, guess what? It was my birthday. I turned up, but I got my stuff together.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah.
You guess what? You got a job. You got your own place. Career. Why is it that men are missing you?
That's a great question. That's a
they're
great
not
question.
missing it. She
I
just
feel
got
like
out of a
No.
relationship.
I want to hear this too.
Yeah, so I feel like I am like not all the way into the dating world yet. I'm open to it, but I haven't put myself out there enough today. I'm also not outside as much, so I don't.
She got that 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and also too, like it's basketball season. You know, we getting ready for games. I'm not going outside. I'm taking care of homework. It's my last semester of grad school. Like I'm taking care of business right now. It's not a priority. Also, I just got out of a relationship. So it's just
my friend's so smart, man.
And so
Your other friend is too.
I was like, all my friends.
the reason that I ask that question is because oftentimes when I am talking to young adults, whether it's men or women, everybody is saying the same thing. And that's one thing is it is hard to find a good person. But then I'm talking to a great young lady with a great career, and then I'm talking to a young man with a great career, but they can't ever meet up. So I'm like, how is it that, like I said, you all are just literally missing each other?
I feel like everybody's scared to be in love nowadays. I feel like I said, man,
I think we just trying to be like our generation, just trying to be young and turned. We're not really ready to settle down at such a young age.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it starts with our parents. Like I've always said that, and there's been like research on this. Like I think it starts with our parents. We don't see our parents in these like healthy relationships, especially like us black people. Like we don't see our parents.
Throw that flag.
Let me say, and
No,
I want to
there
touch
is
on
some
that.
truth
I want to
to
touch on
that.
that. I want to touch on that.
So
It's real.
That's real though.
But like
There is
I
some
think
truth to
that,
that.
and then we have these like mamas that are overbearing to their kids, and then these dads like that are not present in these women's lives. Like me, I have a wonderful dad, wonderful mama. They might not be together, but when it's time to show up for me, they always gonna show up. So I think it starts with our parents. I want
to touch on that.
Starting at home
I
again,
agree.
Bobby
I
Mack.
agree that it do start at home, and let me just say this: I've experienced a toxic living situation with my mom and my biological father, and I have also experienced a healthy 2-parent home. Let me say 2-parent home.
That's big.
Y'all heard that?
That's big.
That is a healthy 2-parent home with my stepfather and my mother while they were married. They've been married for 13, 14 years. So me seeing toxicity for 8 years of my life, it definitely, I don't want to say it had it didn't have a negative effect on me. Because seeing that, everybody's different. It made me steer away from it. You know what I'm saying? The arguing, the fighting, I don't want to do that in my relationship. And then going in and seeing my stepdad and my mom, don't get me wrong, no relationship's perfect, no husband-wife perfect, but they have had their battles.
Of course.
But I've also watched them overcome.
Yeah.
So that made me feel good because y'all didn't just quit.
I feel like it's your environment. If you keep going to 6th Street and you keep going to the clubs, who you think you're gonna find? You're not gonna find the love of your life while you're dancing on the stage.
Dancing on the bar.
But where do you find them at this day and time?
Exactly.
That's the hard part.
For me, it's
That's the hard
different. It
part.
depends on too. Like if you spend 60 hours like me, at work, like I'm around high school kids and they married parents, and they like the demographic of adults that I'm around are not in my like like age pretty much. Like, I can't bring home no 50-year-old man to my people. So it's like I'm not really in these. I'm not putting myself in these places to meet people just yet.
So you're telling me there's no young coaches out there or young teachers out there that are vibing like you vibing?
Probably, I would assume so, but not in Pflugerville ISD.
I would say, also, you put out what you attract, though. Like I said, if you're working on yourself, you know what I'm saying, and all that ties into it. I want to say, what is it, like priorities? You actually having priorities about yourself. And I want to say this: I actually did not have. I used to always have. Oh, I got standards. I got standards. I got standards.
That's what
I did not know what standards I really had until now, and that is the God's honest truth. Because I have been just so worn out from relationships, literally, that now I know what I really want from somebody that's gonna give it to me.
So what do you really want?
I'm sorry, I got a question
now. You knew he was gonna hit you with that.
Also, too, before she answers that, I wanted to touch on that. Like, after being out of a relationship, I realized that I've had to, like, self-reflection. I've had to switch my standards to boundaries. So now I create boundaries, and I don't. I mean, of course, I have standards. Like, you know, you gotta work and gotta do certain stuff. But like, now I have boundaries. So there's boundaries that cannot be crossed. There's non-negotiables for me, and so I stand firm on that. And that's how I'm moving about.
So we keep getting this question. Can y'all state your ages real quick so they understand?
Oh, Lord.
I mean, everybody feel like, y'all saying some positive, strong things, so they say your age.
Start right here, so.
I'm 21.
And I was gonna say, damn, like, you play so much, Marcel. No, you are not.
Boy, city, big city.
I'm 26.
I'm 25.
26?
25.
26.
Okay, so y'all understand, audience, the perspective and where we coming from. They some young soldiers, college educated, very strong, operating in their calling right now in life. So this is their perspective. This is their show. Go ahead.
Do y'all respect courting nowadays, Sid? Do y'all understand?
Can you define that? Yeah, thank you.
You don't have to define courting.
Let me say this.
Define it for the people.
I want to say this because courting in this generation, I want to say,
different.
It's so different. The women might think that they're courting the men, but the men are not courting the women.
Define courting.
Define that for us.
Define courting.
Hold on. Men's courting is, hey, you want to smoke?
You want to smoke?
Say
that again.
That's men's courting.
You want to smoke?
I'm okay with being like, recently I was like, let's go get a drink and talk. And it was just so like over the man's face.
It's over the man's head now.
Yeah.
I feel like courting nowadays, like I said, nobody really believes in love anymore. So now it's just more about sexual.
Yeah.
It's more about sex now. That's really all it is.
I do have one question though. Would y'all say that y'all are grouping all men together? So that's
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I want to say some men.
I think we do it on accident.
I think
unconsciously,
just like y'all
I think we do it on
unconsciously,
accident.
you do.
I think we do it on accident.
When I say men, you don't have to put yourself in that.
Oh, I don't.
Exactly. And I'm glad you don't. Because you ain't getting swindled, right?
Jag Nation. I should have went to LBJ.
But, yeah, like.
I should have went to LBJ.
I tell you something, boy, say that again. That's a flag.
Nah, that ain't no flag. That ain't no flag.
LBJ got all the worst of the words.
Throw that flag again. What you just said? That ain't no flag, man.
Oh, Lord. You would have, LBJ would have toe down.
So bringing this back in, sorry,
I wouldn't.
Bringing this back in, what's the longest relationship any of y'all have been in? And to follow that up from Ms. Bobby Mack, how many relationships is standard by 25 years of age?
I want to say date to you.
You've been in one?
I've been in one for 4 years.
4 years?
Yes.
Say 3. Longest was like what? Almost a year and a half. Something like that.
Beautiful.
Mine was 5.
It's a long time.
How many relationships?
How many relationships?
Up to
3.
26. 3.
My longest has been about a year and a half. Shoot, my current one right now.
No, literally.
My current one. I mean, I've had maybe 3 serious relationships.
I like serious. I like
Serious.
what you said, serious.
Yeah, serious.
Yeah, I say 2 serious relationships, long as a year.
So the
Like that,
the
Miss
question
Bobby.
that I have is
Oh, bro, pay attention.
when we talk about serious, what is the definition of serious?
Serious is, I think
met my
serious
dad.
is.
You met my daddy.
I
You
brought
met
you
my
to the
daddy.
house.
Nah, man, because anybody can meet you.
Nah, no one meeted my dad. My dad is.
So that
My
means
parents gonna let me know after right after
That
they met them,
may-
they made
Yes,
the
ma'am.
name.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
may not
Not
be
anybody can
everybody's
be my
standard,
dad.
though.
I don't know, man.
I feel like
I ain't bringing
If
nobody
you meet my
around.
father and you done been around my family, you're serious to
For
me
sure.
because my family mean a lot to me and family is everything. And if I brought you around them, I trusted you, I loved you. And that's just that simple. For me,
So
for me.
Is your father the standard for when you go look for a man?
Say it again.
No, I like that
Is your
question.
father the standard for you?
I've never heard
when
My
you
dad-
go when you out looking or
And
you
I've never had a
looking for a
grown-up
man.
ask that.
So my dad is the blueprint, I feel like, for most men.
Thank you.
And I think
And like I really respect like Brandon. When we became friends, he used to talk a lot about his dad too. Like I respect even my ex's dad. Amazing
Official,
people.
the
Like
standard.
I really respect like black fathers. I love it.
I think that's important because not only for young women it's their fathers, but for young men it's their mothers as well. So I definitely shout out to my
Shout
mom.
out to
shout
mom.
out to my mother, Monique Fisher. Shout out to her.
Send them hearts for them mamas
what
out there,
about-
y'all.
I'm looking for a girl who resembles my mother in a lot of characteristics.
Every man.
Yeah,
Every
as most
girl.
as most
As
men
most
do.
men.
Yeah.
But what if, like you said, the blueprint is your father?
Mhm.
What if some ladies are not they don't have that type of relationship
Yeah,
with their
for
father
sure.
or their mother, and they feel like I'm just
So I feel like this is the
I'm
disconnect.
by
Like
my-
this is
you know,
the
I'm
this
trying to
is
figure
the
it out. You know
this
what I'm
is the
saying?
gap that's going on. Is like my blueprint is my dad. I want a man to show up for me the way my dad has my whole life, and that's my standard. So for the women that haven't been blessed, maybe blessed enough to have that, or still don't have that, I feel like they have to like, and this is, I mean, it might sound corny to some, but like really get in tune with God and like listen.
No, that's
Like,
not
yeah,
corny.
yeah, like,
Baby, don't
yeah.
ever say corny.
Yeah, I think it's like I
Say,
think you have
say
to get in tune
that.
with God.
Then say,
Yeah.
throw that flag.
I know some
Say
people,
that
yeah,
again.
but
Get
like
it
you have to
tight.
get in tune with yourself and with God first, but then yourself because
Yeah.
you can't just. My thing is you can't have these excuses your whole life. Like I didn't have a dad, so I don't know what to like. No, like you at some point you have to take accountability. Yeah, you have to take accountability and you have to move forward because excuses in my family is not like you not accepted.
I like
So
that.
I don't have excuses
I like
for
that.
myself.
She's single, y'all.
Can I add on
She
to that
is
real
single.
What's up,
Now,
bitch?
have you out here on your A
Can I
game?
add
She's
on to
single.
that real quick? I think a lot of people don't understand how important self-love is before
Oh,
you
yeah.
get into another relationship
Thank
as
you.
well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So,
That's
What's
a
up,
lot of
Brandon?
people, a lot of people don't understand what self-love is before you get into another relationship. So you got to learn to love yourself. Know what you like, know what you dislike, know what you bring to the table, know what you need to work on. So you can help that other significant person once you get into that relationship.
But that's why dating is important, and that's why
It
I
is.
said when you date, a lot of people have this pressure on dating with or dating with intention. Yeah, it's okay. Like I prefer to date with intention, but I'm okay if this don't go nowhere. I'm okay if we
okay
sit.
with that.
Yeah, I'm okay if we sit here and we talk, and then after the day I realize
You know,
I will never
don't
want
wanna
to talk
fool
to you
with
again.
You know.
But I learned something out of the situation. I value learning. So
I definitely
I agree with
value
that, yeah.
that.
So I have another question to the fact of what you talked about, pops being the blueprint, and then so there's kind of an actual standard in which you're upholding, you know, that person that you're dating in a situation with. At what point do you have that conversation so that they know what they're measuring up to?
I think personally, I mean, I'm not going to say right away because you're still kind of in that like phase of getting to know each other, but early on enough to where you understand again my boundaries and what I expect out of this relationship and the most important part is what you will also be getting because I'm not gonna ask for nothing I can't give you back. So what, like there's a saying, what I
wanna ask
require I can also provide. So I'm not gonna sit here and ask for all these things that I can't give. If I ask you for respect, I'm gonna respect you back.
Yeah.
And so like a quick example is like if I have a flat tire on the road. If I call my daddy to come fix this flat tire, the first thing he'll ask me is, why did you not call your man? And so I should be able to call you for something like that because my dad, as soon as he be like, I don't know about this dude, I'm not gonna dismiss you, but I'm gonna kind of look at you sideways because my dad is the blueprint.
But
so
that's a lot
that's
of
how I feel
problem with this generation of young men. Like a lot of these young men do not like to cut grass anymore, do yard work, change tires, fix a doorknob, and that's nothing but screwing. I do that. That's nothing but screwing and unscrewing. Like,
well, you have a lot of them today that don't even drive. So
that
how do you all look
don't
at,
even got a
that
car.
aspect?
I mean, that's
A word.
That's on the checklist when you first looking. I need you to have a car,
Setting
a
your
license.
boundaries.
Yeah, setting your boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So, question for all
But
of us.
then y'all just went back. See, y'all contradicted yourself though because y'all just said earlier, money ain't a thing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You ain't gotta have a Maserati at 25, but
You ain't gotta have a Maserati. But what
you
if
need
they
to
don't
be
have a car?
No, yeah, can I
You
finish
need
what
to
I was
be
about to
stable.
ask?
But what if they got an apartment, no car?
So, can I finish what I was about to
All right,
ask?
Backwards.
So,
You right.
when having those boundaries or having that checklist, how important is it to stick to that, or are you letting some of those slip through the cracks?
Some things are non-negotiables. If I have a car, you need to have some type of transportation. If I have my own place, now listen, I don't care about a man staying with their mom. I respect that because truthfully,
What age?
no, at 25, 26-year-old, I respect that because you are actually going the smarter route
That's
by
cool.
staying with your parents because you're saving money. My situation is different. I have my own place because I need a peace of mind.
But when you
But-
hit 30, it's time.
Let me just say
but
too,
I don't really.
to
It's
touch
time
on
to
that.
go.
To touch on that also, men don't realize another big problem is their friends. Like y'all don't want to be simps and soft to your friends and your homeboys, and
Say
you more
it
worried
again.
about what they think
You
and
more
how
worried
they
about
feel
what your homeboys
than like
think,
how,
than
you know
about
what I
what
mean?
your
Like,
girl thinks.
and it's vice
Because-
versa. Some girls are concerned what their friends think and like you're simping.
I was
Quote
gonna say
unquote,
that, yeah.
you're simping, you're being soft, and I don't see nothing wrong with a soft man. I actually,
Define what simping is for those.
Simping
is
is
like-
when you going down
you
for your
talk.
girl. You choosing your girl,
what
period.
you talk.
Every time. And I don't like how that generation calls that simping. That's not simping.
But I think
I'm going to go fight for my relationship.
But I think it's a masculinity thing. I
And
think
it
a lot of
is.
guys are intimidated by each other, even in their friendship group.
Yes.
And they are.
So it's just kind of like, oh, I treat my girl like this, and she takes it. But it's like you
But
get your
yeah,
girl,
why
and
does
it's
she
like
gotta take
she don't
it?
take that from me, and then it's like, oh, you let her tell you what she finna
What she
do,
wanna do.
or you ask her for permission. That's a big thing. Asking for permission, guys don't.
Because
That's a
It's
thing.
not
I
asking
wanna
for
give
permission though.
one
It is
disclaimer.
respect.
I'm
Asking
glad
permission
you-
for me to say, hey, can I go to the club tonight? You will never hear me ask that. I'm gonna say, babe, I'm going to the club
I'm
tonight.
going
I'll
to
see
the
you
club.
later. You're not my father. I don't need a father. I need a boyfriend, a husband, or I want a husband, boyfriend, whatever. But you're not my father. I'm not about to ask you for
Sorry.
permission to go to no club or to no event. I'm gonna respect
You
you
got
while I'm
something to
out,
say?
and that's it.
And I was just finna say that if you that just come now, let me say, I ain't finna
Why
just
you
be like, baby, I'm not finna just say. I'm not finna just tell my man no, and that's just out of respect. You said respect. I want to touch on that, but like, I definitely
got
feel
problems.
what you're saying, but like, I don't want to just tell my man like, I'm finna go out, hey, I want to be like, babe.
At least check in a little bit, right?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go kick it with the girls.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Let me
Go
skip
ahead.
Yeah, it gotta be
Respectfully.
respecting,
Hey,
'cause
respectfully,
if you
go
don't
ahead,
have
because I'm finna hop on the
She's
game.
right.
real
No,
quick.
Yeah.
listen to her. That's the jag
If you don't
I'm
have-
saying that like I just don't want to ask no permission, like because you're not my father.
And
So
no.
I just no. She's right though.
But
I
at
wanna
the end
be
of the
like-
day, that's your man, your boy, your husband, whatever you call him. You still gotta respect.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
So
Absolutely.
We gotta-
Still gotta
I'm sitting on here trying to be quiet.
look at
So, if your father is the blueprint for the man that you're looking for, but you
gotta
if you're saying,
Then you ain't my
I'm not
daddy.
asking no permission, I'm not looking for a father, then which one are you looking for?
No, again, it's my dad. The way he carries himself is the blueprint. That doesn't mean the way he carries himself, the way he shows up for me, like I said before, the way he shows up every time I need him, that's what I
But that's your
Expect.
dad.
That's
But that's your
that's
dad.
my father.
though.
I can distinguish the different dynamics.
I want y'all to
Easy.
know that.
But for my man, I'm not going to ask. I don't even ask my father for permission. I'm 25 years old. I live by myself.
But
I don't
some
live with my
men
dad. My dad don't
know.
support me financially.
Some people don't know. You
So
gotta ask
again,
these
I'm not
people.
gonna ask my dad for permission to go to the club tonight. So I'm not gonna ask my man. If I don't even ask my dad, I'm not asking my man.
Did you used to ask your dad when you stayed under his roof?
When I was a kid.
Yes.
When I was a child.
She off that jag juice.
No, you don't need no more juice. You don't need no more.
That jag juice.
You don't need no more juice.
Jag juice got alive in there already.
I'm start dancing.
Juice get you loose.
Oh.
And now y'all trying to make a relationship together. I'm not saying you got to do everything you tell me.
Yeah.
But you got to be under his cover and
Yes.
to protect you and provide for you and do everything else.
So my dad is a blueprint as an adult, yes, in a relationship. But I mean, it's different. The same thing. When I was young, I used to get whoopings. My dad don't whoop me no more. That's
He
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying.
whoop
though.
you. He
No,
not
I'm
gonna
saying,
whoop you,
but the dynamic
but he's
is
going
different.
to scold you.
At the
as
age
soon
of
as you come through that
25, my
door.
dad treated me differently
Telling
than
you
how
now.
he did when I was 6. So at 6, I was getting whoopings. At 25, I'm not getting no whooping.
Well, the reason I bring this up, and the reason I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm pushing back, because nobody's pushing back at what y'all saying, and it's killing me.
I ain't never seen you
The
act
reason why
like
I'm pushing
this.
back is because
We don't need no more
She
juice.
talking.
if you're looking for your father, you're never gonna find him.
Him
You already got a
and
father,
any
and he's
man.
the only person on this earth that's like that.
Yeah,
Now,
That's it.
if you're looking for a certain characteristics that your father has,
exactly.
That's
hopefully that-
okay.
I think that's more of what
That's
more
what
of
I'm
what she's
saying. So again, let me just clear that up. So my dad at 6 years old was giving me whoopings, right? At 25 years old, he not giving me whoopings. So the way he is the way he treats me as an adult woman, that's what I look for, not look for, but like the qualities my dad has, like the being able to show up, like I mentioned before, being there for me, talking to me, like giving me good advice, being a good leader. Because a lot of the issue I feel like people, why am I single? I ain't really found a good, I guess, leader yet. Like I'm okay with following a man as long as he's not gonna lead me into damnation. Like I want him to be able to lead properly. So I say that to say, like, my dad has good qualities and I want that in a man, but I'm not looking to.
You're not looking for a daddy.
I'm not looking for a daddy. I'm looking for a good man.
Okay.
But I
looking
understand
to be
what you're
taken
saying.
care of. You're not looking to be taken care
Absolutely,
of.
exactly.
We gotta
Exactly.
get
You're
together,
just
Luce.
looking for
A partnership.
Him to be good to
You're
you.
looking for someone that has those qualities that your father had.
Exactly.
And you saw him treating
Corey
your
got a
mother
mouthful.
that way.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we got to get to the ghetto news, but when we come back from the ghetto project news, one question is, y'all gonna have to. I want y'all definition on alpha male and beta male.
Whoa.
That's a good question.
Okay, but here's the other question coming back after the news report, the ghetto news report. Are y'all okay with women proposing to men now?
Hell no.
Don't answer that question now. Right now, we got the ghetto news report.
Let's
coming
hear the
up.
ghetto news.
Yeah, you gotta come up in front of the mic. They need to see how live you are. I need to see your face. Right there. Let's talk about it.
Okay, y'all, it's time for the ghetto news report. So we're gonna start off with the NFL power ranking. Right now, we still got the Philadelphia Eagles #1. I'm a little salty, but they're still #1. We got y'all next week. Next, we got the Baltimore Ravens. They at 6-2. Number 3, we got the Miami Dolphins. Number 4, Jacksonville is on a roll at 6-2. And number 5 is Kansas City, the Chiefs. Let's go to the college football power ranking. Georgia Bulldogs still holding that #1 spot. Michigan, number 2.
Go blue.
Florida State, number 3. Washington Huskies, number 4. And rounding out the number 5 team is Ohio State at 8-0. And my last but not least, the Central Texas High School top 10, starting from the 6A teams. Vandergrift, 8-0. They tough. They tough. Westlake, number 2, 8-0. They tough too.
Heavyweights.
Whites lost their first game at 8-1.
Still solid.
Number 4, Dripping Springs, 6-2. And rounding out the top 5 for them is Lake Travis at 6-2. And for the 5A side, we're gonna go Liberty Hill Panthers 6-3. The LBJ Jaguars 6-3.
Jag Juice.
Number 3, Georgetown 6-3. Cedar Park 6-3, and rounding out the top 5 is the Rouse Raiders at 6-3, and that concludes your Ghetto News Report.
Hey, shout out to Conley though. Shout out to Conley High School.
Great action.
Shout out to Conley High School.
Conley High School.
They gotta get in there.
So, Mr. Ghetto News Sports Reporter,
Yes, yes.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
In that 6A and 5A in Texas State, because just so y'all know, the locker room is taking over the state of Texas. We taking it over. That's our claim to fame. It's the state of Texas. So with that being said, who's gonna win that state title football 6A and 5A? What's your prediction right now?
Well, I'm gonna go back with Vandergrift. They was there last year. They got a good, solid team. A matter of fact, they got a kid, Deuce Adams, Michael Adams' son. He used to play for Texas Longhorns. He's they main signal caller. I could never count out Westlake. And right now, I was going with Duncanville, but after they got pushed around a little bit by DeSoto.
That's what I was about to say. That DeSoto team look like they ready to go do things again with Claude Mathis at the helm.
Exactly, but you can never count a champion out. They can turn up at any time with all the athletes they got. So
Not mine, you know.
right, and then going out to Houston, you can't forget about North Shore. They always in there. Matter of fact, North Shore is number 2 in the state right now since Duncanville lost. So I'm gonna be in attendance at one of these games. Matter of fact, Hutto Hippos gotta go to Duncanville in the first round.
Ooh.
But Hutto got a guy,
They got a good.
last name Will, first name Will, last name Hammonds. He threw for 600 yards this past game, 8 touchdowns, and he ran for 191. He been pretty consistent, and he's going to Texas Tech.
Okay, tough.
So you got an athlete on that side. He could cause some problems for him, but I'm still gonna roll with the Ville, Duncan.
Duncanville. There you go. There you go. Well, you have it from Mr. Levi, man. We back next week with another report. We're gonna start talking this basketball and shouting out some of the schools, the coaches, and the programs around here too that's doing big things. So we thank you, and we locked in, locker room.
All right.
Now let's get back to these questions. She's still on that Jag Juice, y'all. Bobby Mack, can you restate that question for me, Bobby Mack? Because the audience want to know what's really going
First,
on.
give her a kickstand.
She needs a kickstand, Mr. News Reporter.
I'm good. Good.
I hate to go here with y'all because y'all so young.
Oh,
And, you know, I'm going to give you just a little recap and then I'll let y'all just take from there. At y'all age, it's hard to see an alpha.
that's
I'm
true.
going to be real with y'all.
Please be real.
It's hard. Alphas can come from single and 2-parent homes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mindset of them, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Beta, yeah. He'll show it. Whiny, I
Don.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Sassy.
Maybe.
He
Don't
let you
eat
run
that.
over. Yeah.
So,
Just
Just
but it takes a while to see both of them traits because every man trying to have his chest out, okay. But action will always speak for both sides of what I just asked y'all. So,
Like you said earlier, actions.
what do y'all take on that as I
Like you
remove the mic?
said, with the alpha, it's not that many in our generation anymore. And I do feel like it is a mindset thing, but I do feel like how the man think that an alpha is supposed to be, it's not what it's supposed to be. I feel like they be trying to be aggressive. They be trying to throw their weight around. Be a little disrespectful at times, you know what I'm saying? Just to try to make you feel like, no, like I'm in charge. When really ain't nobody in charge in a relationship. It's supposed to be a give and take. It's y'all call it 50-50. I'll call it 50-50 in a relationship, and it don't got nothing to do with bills, but like it's a respecting. You respect me, I respect you. Cause I'm an alpha female. And they can tell you that I've been like that all my life. I say what I want to say. I'm very outspoken, but I've never disrespected the man that I've been with.
They're asking to hear from you, caller. They said they want to hear from the lady on the end.
I've been talking over my woman, man.
I think it's really hard to find an alpha male. I think the hard part that kind of goes with that is the alpha male with a submissive woman. I think women kind of take the idea of submissive for like slavery now. Like, so I think we've changed that submissive to like, now the alpha male's like, oh, I can get you to do whatever I want. And some women are just like, you're not fixing to do that. But there's got to be some type of boundaries with, being the alpha male and the woman being submissive. But I mean, being a beta is not necessarily like bad until you do it a little too much. But you got to have a soft side.
But let me say
but because I can't
Let me tell you this
I can't be
about the alpha male.
submissive.
This is part of what y'all was discussing earlier. When you get an alpha male, you don't have to ask permission to go.
But
nowhere. You just go. When you get an alpha male, you're not gonna have to ask permission to go anywhere. In a relationship, when you have an alpha female, respected woman, she simply states, I got plans.
Exactly.
How we gonna make this happen? You don't have to ask the man because he's secure about what you gonna do.
But I feel like I can speak for all women when I say this.
Please wait.
No, I'm gonna speak for all women.
If you gotta ask the man to go somewhere,
that's true.
Leave that man.
I feel like I can speak for all women when I say
to go somewhere. Leave that man. I'm gonna say that again.
Women, women,
that's what it is.
Good women or women are okay with being submissive to a good leader. We are okay to being submissive to a good leader. Yes. But again, like I stated before, I'm not gonna let you lead me and my hard work into damnation. You are not gonna lead me into the blind leading the blind. We're not gonna do that. So you are gonna either be a good leader or we're gonna be good friends, and that's gonna be that. And that's boundaries.
And we could be good friends.
We could be great. I have a lot of great. Me and Brandon are great friends. Like me and Brandon can talk to each other about everything, anything he needs. I got Brandon. Like me and him are great friends. That's why I don't believe in this whole men and women can't be platonic friends. Me and Brandon are great friends. Like, yeah.
I don't like how in this generation now, people make it seem like we can't have friends. Or I just want to say this. Me and Brandon have been best friends.
Locked in, twin.
And he's helped me get through plenty of relationships, and I've helped him get through. This is his longest relationship I've ever seen, Brandon. And I tell him all the time, I'm happy for you. I love her, and I love her for you. Literally, she's good for Brandon. Like, I feel like Brandon's good for her. I ain't never seen Brandon this happy. He was just teasing last week in wedding photos. Like, I ain't, like, I like that.
So,
being a simp.
I love that for me. I love that for them.
So I'm gonna go ahead and ask one of my famous. When I say this, that means the questions are getting ready to come. We're gonna go ahead and split it to the white meat. Yeah. Let's split it to the white meat.
Split it to the white meat. You should have been split to the white meat.
So when we split it to the white meat, so everybody, go on and drink up.
Give me a napkin, please.
So here's a question.
What?
Are relationships today literally ruined because we are actually having sexual actions too quick?
Yes.
That's why my question was, do you still courting still important? That's why I asked.
Courting is definitely important.
But it should be, and the thing is that in the courting process, I'm not saying you should withhold the sexual part of it, but you should know, because you're old enough, you know when you want to,
and you want to.
So the thing is, like, you have to. It's timing of it. It's the conversations you're having before and after. Like, it's not as hard as what people make it seem. Like, people put too much pressure on that.
I feel like men love to hunt. So once they not hunting no more, they like, all right, bye.
Yeah. And I also feel like at this age that I am, man, boys say some of the same, like literally the same. They all say the same thing. So it's just
what
like.
What they be saying?
That's exactly it. No, y'all think it's
Brandon, I don't even know why you playing with me right
now. For the people that need to know.
Man, it's slick talk. Y'all think y'all slick.
So
It's not they think they slick. It's just they don't know. The newer generation don't know how to do it.
They don't know
But
how
at
to
the
do
same
it.
time, the problem with that is this. We was just talking about this. Not
But
too
they
long ago.
pick and choose who they
The
do
problem
it to.
is that there's some women that will fall for that.
Thank you. They
And
pick
so
and choose
now,
who they do it
yeah,
to.
like there's some women that will fall for that and be okay with that. So it's like men will
they okay with
men will be
taking
like, okay, cool.
less than
So
the
if
bare
she
minimum.
will take that, why would I go the extra mile to plan a date with her if she's just gonna give it to me for free?
And that's
so
why
they be
men
messing it up for the real
don't even
OGs.
try no more.
So guys,
You hear me? Yeah,
Come on, man.
um,
Say it again, Kippo. They messing
So
it
what?
up.
They messing it up for
what
the OGs.
What do you guys thoughts on that? I mean, you know, the thrill and the chase, but yet and still, if you're dating a woman and then you know she's willing to have sexual relations very quick. What is your thought on that?
I'm gonna say this: I don't ever approach a woman and I'm not all in.
For
because
sure.
I've already sat back and seen, okay,
And I can
you know
honestly
what?
say that's true.
This is the type
About
of lifestyle
myself.
she leads. Okay, she getting her master's. Okay, she already said that she's going to law school next. Whatever.
She
it
about
is.
her business.
And I'm not saying she needs to be out here pursuing anything either, because she may very well be an entrepreneur like Koya. Everybody's different. So my thing is, I'm not gonna approach a woman unless I'm all in. So the whole thing about the slick talk and all that, it's like I get that. There may be some men like that, and I'm not saying that there are not. So it's just like I don't put myself in that category personally because I know how I am. I know how I'm approach a woman. If I approach you, it's like, okay, I have every intention to build some type of relationship with you, take you out, get to know you. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not gonna waste your time. It's just that simple.
And I feel like that comes into like when a man wants to do for you or take that extra mile to get to know you, he will. That's what I feel that is.
I think it all comes down to a respect thing. I mean, so my father always taught me to respect women. It's never been a, you know, go into this to have sexual relations off the bat. You know, go into it, get to know this girl, get to know what she likes, what she don't like, what her goals, her dreams, her aspirations are. So it's just, I think from, you know, just where we come from. Whoever's teaching you is going to teach you what's right and what's wrong.
It starts with your parents. It really do. It really do.
So I go back. I want to ask this question as well. So, who all on this panel been in love before? Raise your hand.
I cannot be the only freaking one.
Come on,
Man, y'all.
I just said unfortunately.
I've been in love before.
Okay, well, raise y'all hand.
Why am I the only one raising my
You
hand?
got three.
Cause
got three?
That got me feeling like
I'm a little higher. A little
I
higher.
said before.
man, Brittany, come.
Oh, okay.
No, before. Or well, no. Well, I'm going before because the other thing is if you were in a relationship and you thought that you were in love before or had been in love before, something went wrong, right? Potentially.
Exactly.
So how do you, one, make sure that you don't emulate the same scenarios so that you know what real love is? I'm a true believer that once you find that one, then you really begin to know that love was different. It looked different. It felt different. We started working different. So those are some. That's why I asked the question of who has been in love before and how do you make sure that you don't emulate some of the same things when you thought you were in love, but you really wasn't in love.
I think.
Go ahead.
No,
No,
go ahead. Go.
I think you got to really look at the red flags from your past relationship and see what the root cause of it was. Because sometimes you know a red flag on day one that you let go on year 3. And you still like you in year 3 and it's like, oh, I knew that was a red flag from the beginning. But now you've matured enough to where you've caught it as it's officially a problem. Because you can have a red flag and you can be cautious.
Yeah.
But it's like when you get to a certain point and you mature, you're like, oh, this really is not going to work. Like, or you're doing something that I really don't like that I tolerated because we was in the honeymoon stage at the beginning, right? So everything's all cute. You make me mad one day. We still text, we make up and get over it. But at some point, you got to take them arguments that you was having or whatever was wrong and be like, okay, this is something I'm not going to tolerate. And then you got to take that into your new relationship and kind of just keep an eye out. I mean, you don't want to like have it on the forefront of your mind, like as a boundary per se, you know, but you kind of want to be like cautious of it. Like if something similar like this comes up, how do I handle it differently? How do I behave differently? Or how do I tell the person I'm with,
hey, when you do this, this is a trigger for me and I don't like it. Let's communicate and figure out how to move around this issue and build and be better.
Great question. A great answer.
I just feel like with that saying that you were saying, when do you feel like enough is enough? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can go into seeing something that you don't like versus something they doing the same thing 3 years from now, and you be like, like you did it again. You know what I'm saying? Like when is enough for you to just be like, all right, like I love you, but sometimes love just really ain't enough.
But women too are like, we don't give up easy, I feel like. And
like
it's a lot
that
of like,
too.
see, that takes a lot of self-reflection, and it takes a lot of self-reflection and a lot of like, just like self-learning, self-love, all that. And it's like the same red flag that you saw on day 3 is the same red flag you're gonna see in your. We just so in love and so excited about you that we're gonna overlook it.
We're gonna overlook it,
and we're gonna see the best in you for the time being,
even when you're not showing your best.
Yeah. And so people need to I'm a big believer in like therapy and self-reflection, because me self-reflecting now, I'm like, I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Truthfully, and that's just your hard truth. Like, you don't want to admit it to yourself, but I tell I have to work on my strength as a woman, because I thought I was this strong, gracious woman, but I'm weak right now, and I have to build myself back up. So self-reflection is very important. So is therapy.
I definitely agree with therapy, and I just say that because I used to be one of the people who used to think that, everybody telling me I need therapy because I was crazy. Y'all laughing. Y'all laughing, but that's how I really took it. Like, and my grandma, everybody, and this was literally over my first love. You could ask Brandon. I went into a real depression about and y'all know, like, that was, come on now, like, Brandon had to, it was one day, don't do that. He had to pull up on me, because I literally was like, I wasn't talking to nobody. I felt like everything was my fault. I felt like I did everything wrong. And he the one who pulled me out. It was like, man, like, he missing out on something good.
Yeah,
like,
man. So you just
why
never
you
know.
sitting here crying? Like, you know, he was pumping me up, like making me see my worth that I did not see in myself. And I just say all that to say, like, nah, man, like, just don't settle, like.
So we gonna go on ahead and get in a little bit more. So who all has a type out here?
A type?
A type.
I want to say, because I feel like you was gonna ask that.
I don't think
I feel like I don't got a type, but I feel like as long as you doing what I like,
you got multiple types, or
I don't think I've dated enough to have a type. Like, I don't think I've dated enough to have a type. I've been with someone for so long that I don't think I've had like enough dating experience yet to have like a set type.
Sure.
But I'm very open to like to date any black man.
You got restricted.
No, I prefer a black man. But if someone come along and they're not black, I'm open to that too. Okay. But I prefer.
Paula, do you have a type? Like, do all of your men have like a certain color or
tread lightly?
I ain't gonna lie, light skin.
I thought I had a type, and then all my types wasn't working. So I was like, all right, now we got Brandon, and now we working. So I proved myself that, like, I can venture out and be happy.
So Brandon, do you have a type?
Yeah, I got a type. I would say I love my dark skinned queens.
You do.
I love my dark skinned queens. Man, them light skins was hurting me. They was hurting me. I ain't even gonna lie.
It will hurt you.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all didn't know about all that.
Not
Y'all
too
don't
much,
see.
Brandon.
I like to keep my stuff in private.
The dark skin.
I like to keep my stuff in private. I don't like to keep it public.
Nothing wrong with
But
light.
yeah, them light skins was hurting me.
Hey, that's enough, Brandon.
Exactly.
So Marcel, do you have a type?
Actually, I agree with what you just said. I don't feel like I've dated enough to have a type to know.
And that's why it's important.
Yeah, I think honestly it's just having those standards, or not even standards really for having those, but boundaries in place. What you won't accept in a relationship, or what'll make the relationship progress. But I really feel like that. Like, I don't think I just have like a checklist. Like, this needs to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I agree with that.
I feel like checklist. You need to have one.
I think everybody should
You
have a
gotta
checklist.
To a certain degree.
That's what my question was earlier.
That's what I'm
It was
saying.
like, do you have a checklist? And on that checklist, is it okay for some things to not be checked?
off?
Gotta be.
Yes, that's okay.
Gotta
with
be.
me.
You have to.
That's okay with me.
Some
but
just can't be.
sooner
Some
or
are not
later,
negotiable.
Those
But some
you can bend on a
things
little
just gotta
bit.
be on the
Yeah,
list.
some things just have to be on the list.
So there's non-negotiables on the list. Like for me personally, you have to be someone willing to go to church with me. Like that's
Thank
something
you.
big to me.
And
you
you
gotta
got-
believe in God.
Yes.
You gotta have. You gotta work.
No, okay, you know what? Let me say that because I dated an atheist. Let me say, as long as you're not knocking my religion, I'm not gonna say nothing about yours.
But I value somebody that shares the same religious because I'm so involved that I would
I do
appreciate you being involved too.
Being like a preacher's daughter is big for me. I mean, because it's like you have to be evenly yoked. My parents told me that from the very beginning. You got to be evenly yoked with who you're gonna be with. So if I'm following God and you following somebody else, we not going in the same direction because I'm going straight and you going to the left.
I don't
So
know.
we're not going the same way.
I would say you gotta think about kids. You're gonna raise kids together. Yeah, you gotta think about kids. My thing is you gotta think bigger picture. I'm a very solution driven and like bigger picture person. I'm not thinking for right now. I'm thinking about how this is gonna look in a few years.
I feel you.
So it has to look right for me to even, and that's, I mean.
So
I feel like,
Hold on, let
but
Mr. Mack
when
ask
Christianity come into play,
I mean, you can look at it like this. Look, life is full of changes.
yeah.
We in our 50s and all that, and I ain't scared to tell nobody. I'm glad I made it. Okay. So what I'm saying is it's gonna be full of changes. You know, even when I talk to the kids at LBJ, I told everybody to look at everybody. I said, I want everybody in here to look at everybody because you might pass away. You might get on the drug and didn't want it. You gonna be dating her and you can't even see it that it happened. And they was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Because it's full of changes.
Life happens.
But do y'all believe in whatever you don't like, you attract?
Yes.
Okay.
Opposites attract.
That's real.
Because that's what happens.
Or that,
so the list, B.
I was like, or that saying that when you're not looking for love, love come and find you.
find you.
Right? So the list is y'all saying is this. The list. When the women saying, I don't want this guy, man. He can't do this. And he can't. And them are the jokers that's coming.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
feel you. I feel you.
Instead of saying, you know what, if this comes, how am I going to react to it?
But that's why I'm
Or how am I
saying
gonna
those
dismiss
women, I'm not going to say all of them, but you can kind of just sort it out. They're materialistic. They want to take the Instagram pictures of them being on the date and all that. I'm more of an experience type of person. Like, I enjoy experiences. Like I said, my best moments were like for free. In the car, we like maybe got tacos at a food truck and we just chilled. Like that. Those are the things that I appreciate. So also too,
a vibe, catching a real
like
vibe.
like Koya
genuine
mentioned
vibe.
earlier, like the celebrities, the social media plays a big factor in why these women are brainwashed and these men are letting them be brainwashed.
So how do you change the movement? Because, I think that if it's something that you're looking for and you want to change the narrative or you want to rewrite the rules so that you can find that one, right, to fit what you're looking for, how do you get it out there and change the rules? Like, I was talking to my other young son, and he was looking at a nice young lady. But the thing was, it was social media driven. And I said, well, man, if you like her, why don't you just DM her, right? Well, guess what? You can't DM her if you don't have this amount of followers
she got too many
and
followers.
see, let me tell you, that's what I'm talking about, though.
But
Social
too many-
media
but-
really have people thinking that they on this high pedestal, and they're really
But
not.
men say that though, and there's another list going around too. That's like if she has too many followers. For example, let me give you an example. She do hair. So why wouldn't she have a lot of following?
And not even that.
So
A
yeah,
lot
why
of
wouldn't she have a lot of following? I coach basketball. I have parents that follow me. I have athletes that follow me. So why wouldn't I have a big following?
And I just want to say that
So like
though,
that doesn't make any sense to
when
me.
men are dealing with women like us who don't have, I want to say, a lot of time to give, they feel real intimidated by that.
Yeah, that's true. Throw that flag.
They feel real intimidated by that, and I don't like that because at the end of the day, I am a grown woman who is doing for herself and have to make a living for herself. I don't have anybody paying my bills. my parents paying my bills. I don't have.
You don't have a
know what I'm
safety
saying?
net.
Let me also
Thank you.
say though that
So
I
if you
am
gonna
very
come
busy.
in-
It's gonna be basketball season, but I will make time if I like you.
And I'ma
Let's
call
go,
you.
Nate.
Thank you. And we gonna take time if we like you. Yes, but you gotta understand.
But I will
what
make time if you are coming correctly.
Coming correctly.
If you are, the thing is like if you
Yes.
If you coming
if you are
correct,
coming at me and you like,
if I really,
Man,
if
say that
I really
again,
like-
fam.
if I really
If I
like you,
really fuck with you.
but I'm gonna tell you,
if I really like you.
if you are like, hey, I think we should. It's cold outside. Let's watch a movie together. Not making time for you. I'm
Nah,
busy as
man,
ever.
I'm
but if
busy.
you like, I want to take you to dinner, or I want to go do this
I
with
wanna
you, or I
take-
want to
At
whatever.
9 o'clock.
Whatever.
I'm getting ready.
Or you're planning ahead of time. I don't need no like at 7 o'clock. You telling me you want to see me at 8 o'clock.
Nah.
I appreciate thought out things. So if you're telling me like, hey, today's Friday, you telling me Sunday, let's go do this, let's go whatever. Yeah, I can make some. I can make some shake for you.
Well, what if I make the phone call at noon and said, hey, guess what? Thinking about you. Would love to go and grab some tacos tonight. About 7 p.m. Can you be ready?
If I am interested,
That's
I will make it
cool.
work. If I'm interested and you are like being very respectful and I find myself interested, I will make it work. But if I'm not, I will not. I'm busy.
Dudes don't shoot that kind of game.
They don't.
And they
want you to
don't.
pull up.
Let me tell you the
They
dudes.
don't do that no more.
The games that they shoot is what she say. She say. But like you said earlier, the game that they shoot, their smooth is, do you want to smoke?
That's the go-to.
That's it.
Do you want to smoke?
Do you want to smoke? Can we lay up and watch movies? I
That's
don't want to do
Netflix,
that.
yeah.
I done did that so many.
At 26 years old, these dudes, that's their go-to line. Do you want to
promise
smoke?
you.
Tell the truth.
I wouldn't lie.
So then,
Hold on.
so as we,
But Ray, that's what I was getting ready to ask.
She said what they
What are you
smoke
smoking? Do you want to smoke? What does that mean?
Weed.
Yeah, we don't smoke. Oh, I know it ain't hookah.
Weed. It ain't hookah.
I know it ain't hookah.
Man.
so it's no go to dinner. Let's go to the movies. Let's
It's-
go bowl.
Nah,
But
it's,
the thing
it's,
is, the
can
whole-
I pull up on you and smoke?
But the whole objective is to be sexual, and we know this. And
And we know
it's not
it.
us assuming. It's
It's
the
we
layout.
knowing,
It's
but
the layout.
let me tell you, I don't know if y'all have heard about Sneaky Link.
We understand that.
Sneaky links after hours.
That had all came into play. I feel about my freshman year when people had the F buddies. And I feel like that's when everything, you know,
The friends
F
with
buddies?
benefits.
F buddies.
As
I don't
they-
even know
as
what
they
that
would
is.
say.
I don't
Remember
even.
when
I
that's
don't even
when
understand
nobody
the
wanted.
concept.
That's when nobody wanted to be in relationships anymore, and they just want to make it about sexual activity.
But here's the thing:
without
it's too
any
easy. It's too easy for me to go
commitment.
out and find someone to have sex with. It's too easy for me to
It's
do that. I don't
easy.
want
It's so
that. I don't want
accessible,
that.
though.
Yeah,
That's
it's too
what I'm
easy.
saying. It's accessible through social media. I can hit you up on Facebook if through your profile picture if you just look good.
Y'all know,
It's too easy.
Y'all do know that $40 is part of that sneaky link group. That all
Yeah,
Oh,
all
but,
that
but,
what you
half
asking.
the, but half the time you don't even got to spend the 40 with most of these
You
women.
don't. You don't.
And
You
I'm
don't
not
have
even-
to do nothing.
Yeah, but I'm not even saying you got to spend the 40 with me. I'm just saying that you have to just like have some type of substance or some type of like good dialogue for me to even want to engage with you.
See, y'all
Like
think
what
it's
type
all
of?
40 though.
I'm talking about $40.
So $40, buy it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of now, like y'all said, the dating and all that.
Yeah.
$40 goes straight to it. You don't even got dating no more. Let's
Yeah.
get in.
Yeah.
That 40.
For that
Yeah,
40,
that
you
40.
don't, let's
And
get
that's
to
what-
it.
You see
That's
that?
what he
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about.
That's what he
Explain
talking.
that
I caught
clarity.
what
I
you
like
were
the
saying.
clarity.
Yeah, so that's where now it
Yeah.
creates a atmosphere where I don't gotta date you. We come into an agreement. If I switch money,
We know off the
with
bat.
your
That's
then
it. That's it.
It's a
we
business
gonna-
agreement.
It's a
It's
bit-
a business
Say-
agreement.
And it's messed
What
up.
is
Like
that
that's
flag?
not.
Business
He
agreement.
said business.
Then
Yeah.
they ask why I'm single. That's right. I don't need no business agreement. I don't want none of that.
You gotta stay strong.
But every
Oh,
woman
I
is
stand
not.
on business.
So if you got somebody that
Stand on
literally
business.
just want to have
I stand on
some
business,
great
you know what I'm
conversation
saying?
with you, the likelihood of being able to get time is strong.
It depends. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And
we're
it's
just
like,
talking about conversation.
I don't
Absolutely.
want to
Yeah.
say that because if you giving me great conversation to where I'm really engaged, you picking my brain, I'm picking yours, we talking. I want to meet you.
Well, and what I'm talking about is that conversation should be verbal, and I mean we should be in front of each other. We may start off texting or on the phone talking. But as we start vibing, I definitely want to see you because I don't want to miss you.
I want to see you.
Right?
Because you get to start going feelings.
Exactly.
I'm telling you because.
So can I tell you what that's called? From my homeboys, we all consider ourselves old school players.
From the OG.
Hey, slow down, my wife back there. I ain't old school players.
You snatched her. You taught me, and you snatched her in high school.
Slow down. So since we gonna go there,
Mama got the last word. Mama got the last word.
I gave the number. She called me.
So
good clarity.
I'm not trying to do that.
I like it. What y'all are looking for is men that make love to your mind and not your body. That can touch your mind and your spirit before they want to touch your body. Hold a man accountable to make love to your mind and your spirit before you let him touch your body, baby. The whole purpose of this show is to get y'all's perspective, and y'all touched on it, bringing family back. It starts at home.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We want our next generation to start loving and valuing relationships. Give it to God, start bringing it back together, because that's the platform for a successful child. For a successful home, a mother, a father.
Right.
Let's bring those powerful relationships back. We're going to have this conversation again. We're going to touch on it. Our audience loves y'all. They love when y'all get on that jazz juice.
That jag
So,
juice. That jag
y'all
juice.
It was
powerful.
really Milena.
Just one of our best shows that up to date.
Y'all set me up.
Oh, yeah, we did. I told you that.
Y'all set me up.
No, he warned you. He warned you.
He did.
So, this is what we are proud of, y'all. This generation is what we're going to stand behind. The locker room is going to support. And we're going to be here as older men. We're going to get in our place and support the next generation and fill them with what we have and what God has blessed us to do. So we're going to continue having shows like this. We're going to have panels like this so y'all have their perspective and they'll get ours as well. So we can continue to build.
So one big shout out. Y'all say who y'all are, where you work, and then say who y'all are, where you work.
Shout out your business.
Shout out your businesses if you got
Let
it.
them know we got entrepreneurs going to get busy, Marcel.
Tell them come support you, Coach.
Milena Williams, Conley High School, first game on Friday. Come support us.
Miss Carla.
Carla Zachary. I work for Stone Aerospace, a robotics company. So.
Shout out to you.
She's taking them.
That was on the list. That was on the list.
She's taking
Yeah, my girl is
She's
single. I mean, she's single though.
Oh man, can't even do it.
Your age, I know I couldn't do him like I love him. Go ahead.
Aww. I'm Koya Shapri. Snatch owner, Snatch Ponytail Queen of Austin.
I didn't see them.
Weddings, funerals, cheer competitions, dance competitions. Hit me up.
Where can they find you though? Let them know.
At Snatched Hair _ on Instagram. Hit me up.
Brandon Fisher, work at Hellas Construction as a sports salesman. So you need your turf, tracks, tennis courts, anything like that, come get at me. Also, since we got it on today.
Let's get busy.
Come on, man.
Let's go ahead. Hey, y'all see the Dirty Dog.
Oh, Dirty Dog.
That's my.
Yes, sir. I got my merch.
Yeah.
I got my merch.
Marcel Washington, realtor. You can find me on Instagram at @DMarcelW.
Put me in the house.
Marcel ain't hype enough for us.
I just got. I'm gonna say this one thing. I don't want neither one of y'all to lower y'all standards. Make them come higher to y'all standards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No lower them. Make them come to y'all. Okay. And for the ones who already have one, that's just what it is. Just stay on top of your game and keep doing this. Man. It's a blessing, man, to get to know y'all and hear y'all perspectives on everything. So,
we appreciate y'all having us.
Yeah, and I'm gonna simply tell you guys this and ladies this: love what loves you back.
Throw that flag for Elmer Fish.
We're going to leave out with love, what loves you back.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the next generation. Like and share. We'll see y'all next week. Blessings.